And we're live! Hey everybody, it is Sunday night. It is Atop the Fourth Wall plays Pokemon Super Gold 97. Hope y'all are having a good day and had yourselves a happy new year. 2026 is off to a rough start, but we're going to see if we can help things out by playing some Pocket Mans and going through the equivalent of Victory Road and trying to just get ourselves up Mount Fuji so we can take on the Elite Four.
Did you guys know what I ordered myself for Christmas?
What did you order yourself for
What did you
Christmas?
order yourself for Christmas?
Okay, so you know that Nick Cage painting that has him in like full military dress like Zukov? I ordered myself a print of that. It was $1. I don't care.
ZachFat92, Happy New Year, Linkara. So, how's the longest episode ever going? I'm glad you asked. I have completed 20 minutes of that review, and this episode, and this stream is only going to be an hour and a half long. I'm just declaring that we're ending at an hour and a half, so I can get back to work on it. It is 2 hours and 30 minutes long.
Damn, dude.
Son of a mother.
I want to say, combined, the 500th episode might be longer. Let me check real quick. I'm curious now. But yeah, this might be the longest Atop the Fourth Wall episode. All right, combined, Future's End. Let me see what it says for duration. Yeah, 2 hours, 26. Yeah, this episode's going to beat the 500th.
Wow. Congratulations.
By like 2 minutes.
Congratulations.
The episode currently is at 2 hours, 27 minutes long because I haven't put in the end credits yet. Which adds another minute or so on there. So yeah, the episode is going to be about 2 hours, 28 minutes long. Hooray, I guess.
I just want to see how long Rise of Skywalker actually is.
2 hours and 2 hours and 21 minutes, I want to say, with credits.
It was that long, really?
Yeah.
142, yeah. So 142 minutes.
Yeah, that's more like it, like a classic 90-minute movie.
No, 100.
Yeah, so
no.
it's 2 hour. It's 2 hours It's 2 hours and 2.36666. Yeah, so it's like 2 hours and 22 minutes. Yeah,
it's paced really badly too. I didn't even realize that at the time. But yeah. Rise of Skywalker just is paced awfully. I don't dwell on it. I just mention it in the review. But man, it just zips along from planet to planet to planet, and it's like not long enough to linger. And then while I was editing, I rewatched both Force Awakens and Last Jedi. Man, Last Jedi is just paced so much better, except for the very end where it feels like we reach a natural endpoint and then we go on for another half hour.
Yeah.
Also, we got a couple super chats. Sidekick Nick says, a lot of people didn't think you could get 28 videos out in a single year, but I knew you could do it.
Yeah, funny story. So I checked out the math. 27 is what I got, and it's less than last year.
Well, and Big Bocht says, back in Mightily Murdered Power Ringers, when you said, I just now got the title, was that a legitimate reaction? Also, guy in a plastic tube? Come on, Sauron was right there.
I think while I was writing the script, I got the title because it was at that point while I was writing it that the characters started getting murdered. It's been a while, so I can't remember if it was during the review itself or if it was during the scripting process. I'd have to go back and look at the script for it. But yeah, looking at the unsolicited math document chart that a fan made and keeps track of Atop the Fourth Wall episodes and everything, which thank you again, by the way. I can't remember your name for who did it, but it's very helpful in this regard. Yeah, unfortunately, 2024, because I managed to squeeze a few more episodes into the very end, that has 29 episodes. 2025 was 27 episodes, and unfortunately, we can't even argue, well, at least you did like longer episodes.
Scrog.
No.
Scrog.
Nope. Total length for 2024 was 18 hours. 2025, 15 hours. So, yeah. Well, the good news is, like I've said, I've set up a new schedule for myself going on, for how I'm going to operate going forward. Obviously, stuff like the Rise of Skywalker review is an exception because it's so freaking long. But like once we get on that, I followed that schedule for the Warframe review. And I got it out in the deadline I set for myself by working by how I blocked out the week. So for regular episodes, maybe this will get us back on track. Fingers crossed. We will see. But it's just the Rise of Skywalker review because I've been writing it for like 5 years. I have lots to say.
That's several more super chats. Mega Timmy Tommy says, so who saw the Stranger Things finale? I saw it in theaters on New Year's Eve. Loved it.
I did not. I have not watched past season
I saw
3,
it.
so I do not know what's happened since then. And obviously, because it just came out, no spoilers
brand
or
new.
you will get kicked from the chat.
Yeah, I saw it. Captain Avenger.
Please,
If I
yeah,
could
no.
Find it. Okay, Captain Avenger says, hey there, Linkara and everyone. Happy New Year's. Today I checked to see how much I spent in Super Chats for 2025, and it is $114.
Well,
I
thank
have
you
a
very
problem.
much. We really appreciate
wow.
it. Any and all help, helps the channel and helps keep the show going.
What's
So
this wee shit? You are the one whose channel it is.
I help you with 3D printing stuff, and I take you to the airport and shut up.
Alright, Matt Sherlock has a couple super chats, because the first one is what was the longest review ever about again, but then as the conversation progressed, added another super chat, never mind. Zach Fett 92 says, how much of that, the Rise of Skywalker review, is Combine Harvester moments?
Not as many as you'd think. Like you'd think that I actually would. I think originally I was going to do it at some point, but I just forgot to write it in. And at this point, I just want the thing done with. I don't want to record more. I spent 3 days recording it. I did all the voiceovers over the course of 2 days. I did all the live action in 1 day, but in 2 different recording sessions.
Speaking of which, 2 more super chats, at least as of now. 3. 4. A Dead Fish 7931 says, please no episodes in excess of an hour after this.
Trust me, we're gonna be taking a break for a while from longer episodes. I think maybe when Event Comics Month rolls around, but that's a few months off. We've got a lot more. We got a lot of like Patreon sponsored stuff to go through, and I'm gonna do my damnedest to keep it relatively short. The Descent review might be a bit tricky because I'm covering 3 games, but good news is, as you all saw from the streams, Descent 1 doesn't exactly have a lot of story for me to comment on.
No
Yeah,
kidding.
that's true.
Thank God.
Team Ghost Rider Inc. says, Happy New Year's, and it's time to play some Pokemon. Anyway, do you think that we'll get ports of Gen 5 on Switch?
That would be nice, or like some kind of remake game, because it's what's next. Like, I don't want it in the same style as Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I did not like how that worked, and the one-to-one recreation of it that was not that great. Because let's face it, Brilliant Diamond and Pearl weren't great games to begin with, and Platinum is what kind of elevated them and made it actually work. Versus Gen 5, which admittedly though, one-to-one remakes of Gen 5 would be better because Gen 5 games were already pretty damn good.
T Elite, or Toku Elite, it says in chat now, but 5554. I said it many times. To me, TROS is subjectively okay. Objectively is a frustrating mess. So looking forward to the review. Also, I think the comic should have been longer to add the cut stuff.
I agree on that one. It's only 5 issues.
That is weird.
Yeah, considering how long the movie is.
I love this when we have comments like this, because basically, like, this is all stuff. This is why the Rise of Skywalker review is going to be so long. It's because I'm so thorough. I cover so much in this. Like, people are asking questions like, yeah, I talk about that in the review. Yeah, I mentioned that in the review.
I really hope that all the comments, not to cut you off, Lotus, but I really hope all of your comments are, did you watch the review?
Yeah, like, Rise of Skywalker was, like, multiple decent movies, like, smashed together.
Yeah,
I will admit,
like.
I will admit, and I say this in the review too, I enjoyed watching Rise of Skywalker more this second time around than I did the first time, primarily because the punch of the review of the movie and the terrible revelations from it don't hit as hard because I already know they're coming. So I'm able to appreciate the film on its own merits and the things that worked out well for it. Like, there's actually legitimately funny moments. I like legitimate heartwarming moments. The sequel trilogy trio actually has a lot going for them. They have a lot more friendship than I thought that they had when I first watched it. It's actually a relatively good time. But then you start digging into it, like, wow, that was a terrible decision. Why did you do that? For God's sake, slow down, etc., etc. Just like problems and problems that just build on each other.
I only saw the movies once, but that's sort of how I felt, because like I was embittered by The Last Jedi, and I had more fun with The Rise of Skywalker, but after I walked out of the theater, like, the more I thought about it, like, the more, like, just I didn't like the decisions that they made in it, and the more I realized I was too harsh on The Last Jedi. Matt Sherlock, I'm only going to read, like, half of this, because it's getting a little, like, he's being intentionally vague, but it's getting real world. I would love to vent, but I don't want to turn you into my therapist. I'll just end it right there. Big Bocht says, ooh, Descent. Did you ever play the Free Space spin-offs? The second one went open source in 2004 and is still being improved via that.
I played the demo for Free Space, and it frustrated me when I played it because it really had nothing to do with the rest of the Descent story. I mean, sure, obviously it was probably set in the same universe, but I was just like, where's Vertigo 1? I don't know what the hell's going on here. Whatever. So yeah, I played a little bit, but I wasn't into it. I might enjoy it more now as an adult than I did as a kid when I played it.
And last one for now, Master Geek MK5NE. I hope you have a wonderful New Year, Linkara.
Indeed. And yeah, sorry, Matthew, it's real world stuff, Matt Sherlock, it's real world stuff, so we try not to talk about that here. But yeah, needless to say, the world is on fire, so we're going to have ourselves a fun time with Pocket Mans. Taylor Robinson 7437, what are your thoughts on the Andor TV show? So now that I've finished the 2 sequel trilogy movies, and I'm still on a Star Wars kick, I just started Andor Season 2. The first season, of course, is phenomenal. So I just started Andor Season 2. First episode was great. Man, it is kind of... One thing they don't really talk about in the Star Wars movies is how many morons there are running around in it. Because not to spoil anything, we see a bunch of morons in a resistance movement in the beginning of Andor Season 2. And it's just like, God, we lucked out by seeing all the competent people.
Oh, no.
Sidekick Nick, my therapist says I shouldn't leave the real world the door. He says that living in a fantasy world where bad things don't happen is bad for my long-term mental health. They're not entirely wrong. You can't always abandon the real world, but sometimes we're just here to have a good time, and we don't want to bring down the vibe.
By endlessly thinking about it,
and we have to, and especially as we deal with social, especially as we all absorb social media and are constantly bombarded with this 24-hour news, all our friends talking about and stuff like that. It's a lot, and that is equally damaging for your mental health. So sometimes it's good to have spaces where you don't have to think about that, where you can just think about, like you know, lol, Linkara, went into a battle and thought this did a thing when it didn't.
Especially when you work in a job that's inherently political.
Yeah, you wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Crimson?
No, not at all. What are you talking about?
Clockwork Soul, short thought I have about the Star Wars new trilogy. Man, I wish I had a consistent story theme for these 3 movies. Watch the review!
It's not out yet, buddy.
There is a constant theme. It's just that Rise of Skywalker ruined it!
Oh my God.
Rise of Skywalker screwed it up!
Play the Pocket Mans. Let's go.
This is why we're only going an hour and a half, because I need to get this review out there so I don't just talk about the review the entire time. Also, we never introduced everyone joining us this evening. We got Crimson.
Yeah, I'm here for some reason.
We got Lotus Prince.
Happy New Year, everybody.
We have Eliza.
It's been rough for the last week.
And we have Xandru. That one sounded like it lasted longer.
Yes, I swear you're all gaslighting me!
Yeah, this series feels like a meme. Like, it's one soundbite. How many soundbites is Xandru putting on... Xandru putting in the soundboard channel? It's the same damn thing. Like, I don't know if this is like a bit. I really don't.
I'm about to do a fucking Buffy review, and now I'm like really worried that instead of saying Xander, I'm gonna say Xandru, and it's gonna be a pain in my ass.
It's gonna be so embarrassing. Buffy's friend Xandru, what?
Oh, no. Buffy, listen. We don't like Xander, so it's okay.
Listen, nobody likes that.
Ow!
I'm joking, of course. Get people's names right. Matt Sherlock, to try to be cheerful, do you know anything about Sly Cooper or furry content in general? Now that I think about it, got into it because of Zootopia 2. I have lots of friends who are furries. I, of course, hang out with a bunch of VTuber furries. But I've never actually watched either. But I've never watched either Zootopia movie. I have never played Sly Cooper. But my friend Hulky, he's also one of my VTuber friends. He has I think he's done recurring Sly Cooper streams.
I'm not really a furry, but like I live with one, so I get subjected to it constantly. I don't get it, but like whatever.
My furry game experience is Ratchet and Clank, not Sly Cooper. Sorry.
All right, before we get to more super chats, super chats, let's reintroduce the team for people. We got Big Busters the Raikou.
I forgot about him.
We have Thing Tucker the Jungler.
God, I can't believe we named him Thing Tucker. Anyway,
we have Polycule the Polytoad. We have Growltit the Shiny Arcanine. And we have Wifer the Werelichen. As a reminder, we're playing Super Gold 97, which is a remake of a full version of the demo of Pokemon Gold and Silver. And right now we are taking on the equivalent of Victory Road here. So
that's right. We ended with Victory Road. I forgot about that.
So
just before Victory Road.
Which I think I can't remember if we have like potioned up. We have 21 hyper potions. We should be good to go. We should probably drop a bunch of items in the PC just because like we keep running into that problem where we run out of space for stuff.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think that was a problem last time.
You good for more super chats?
Yep, start up super chats while I deposit items.
Okay, Stargazer2628 says, "Hi Linkara, thank you for being a huge enjoyment for me. Jello Man is still a huge favorite of mine. My question is, favorite Power Ranger team?"
Favorite Power Ranger team is probably In Space.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah, I love the In Space team. I do like the season and overall. RPM has probably got the best story, and like Time Force has a really great team. But I'd say probably In Space just because the overall season itself, I just love it so much.
I was gonna say mine is RPM, but I still hold a long and wonderful candle for the original Mighty Morphin, to be honest.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah, I've only ever seen Mighty Morphin. Alright, two more. Big Box says, "Last one for tonight. Free Space is definitely not the same universe as the other Descent games, nor really the same genre. It's space combat like Wing Commander, not a 6 Degrees of Freedom shooter." And MT Tyler Durden 9 says, "Did you see that The Shadow is now in the public domain? Maybe now Sam Raimi can make that Shadow movie he's been trying to make for decades. Also, a new Rocketeer comic has him teaming up with Popeye."
Oh, nice.
Oh, dang.
Great.
I did not know that The Shadow was in the public domain. I don't know if the original version of The Shadow that first came out is any different. Did I grab any repels? I probably should have grabbed some repels.
Yeah, watch it just be like the radio show.
I think for Betty Boop, it was like her first appearance, but not all of her.
Yeah,
her very first appearance is kind of like hey, for the furries out there, was a anthropomorphic dog, I believe.
Yep, and it's the first 4 Betty Boop shorts that are in the public domain now.
That's wild.
Oh, there you go.
Because Betty Boop actually had a lot of shorts before she stopped having shorts.
Yeah.
It'll be like another 10 years before all of her shorts are in the public domain.
Oh, wow.
Yep, Nancy Drew, I think, is in the public domain now, too. There's a lot.
Yeah,
we had a lot of big gains.
That's the reason, and FYI, that is literally the reason why Disney keeps remaking like their shit, is because they want to keep the copyright.
Yeah, it seemed like it used to be that they would just like have Congress extend the thing, but I feel like they don't have anyone on hand to do that for them anymore.
Yeah, so
now they just do the remake so they can hold onto the copyright a different way.
Yeah.
And Matt Sherlock says, "I appreciate Master Thief's characters more and more. Rob from the Rich, etc. Also, Vampire Shadow. I don't know what that means.
Not sure.
I don't know what Vampire Shadow is.
Maybe the Shadow was originally a vampire. I don't know what the very original version of the Shadow was like.
Also, Straw Hat, technically Pluto is public domain, but technically not. You see, Pluto wasn't actually called Pluto until a year after his first appearances. In his first appearances, he was named Rover and was Minnie's dog.
Huh.
Just like Goofy wasn't Goofy originally. I think it was, what, Dippy Dog?
Yep.
That's the other thing I was going to say. I'm actually looking forward to next year for public domain, because if I'm not mistaken, next year, the original Universal Frankenstein and Dracula are in the public domain.
Yeah.
Holy smoke, really?
Yes.
Yep.
That's
Yeah, they're
nuts.
around in the 30s.
Ah, it's good to be outside. I feel so free.
Do you? Have we run into Joey and his stupid Rattata?
Not in a while. He keeps calling us.
Oh, that's right. Have you run into the 6 Magikarp guy yet?
I want to say we have, but it's been a while. Also, Eliza,
Yes?
I need you to bring out the guide. I want to know what our levels need to be for the Elite Four, in particular, how high the champion is.
Looking it up. The champion's highest Pokemon is 61.
61. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do some off-screen grinding, unfortunately, because I definitely don't think we're taking on the Elite Four today, even if when we get through Victory Road. I say Victory Road. This is Mount Fuji. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Victory Fuji.
Victory Fuji.
Fuji Road.
Victory Bro.
Okay, so anyway, everybody look forward to me saying how much I hate Xandru in the Buffy review.
I feel so free. Sir, put your pants back on, please.
Xander is the worst character in Buffy by far.
Oh my god, yeah. He's literally the insert, that's why.
Like, the more you watch Buffy, the more you will hate Xander.
You're using a
trying to remember
Pokemon
who
to
that
get you through the
character is.
cave?
Hold on
If
a
you
minute.
were ready for the league, you'd swim.
Wait, you don't know which one Xander is?
Oh, it's that guy. Okay.
Yeah, that one.
Let's put it this way. He starts hateable and only goes down from there.
I hate
It's true.
Xander so much, but I love Xandru.
Thank you.
I'm about 50-50 on Xandru, but yeah, I get it.
I'm quite fond of Xandru.
I thank you? Question mark?
I think it's just the character that sucks, but the actor who played him also wound up in prison.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the actor
no, I
unfortunately
know.
ended up even worse, but like, oh yeah, and hey, check it out. Beta Octillery was a tank.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah,
sick.
no, I'm covering all of that. Like, literally, the name of the episode is Buffy the Vampire Slayer and the Problematic Joss Whedon. So, like, trust me, we're gonna cover it. It's
Ooh, it was a Aurora
fine.
Beam. I was afraid of this. Okay, we should be fine, hopefully.
Don't worry,
You can stop. There we go. Okay, good.
Tank. I wish
Yeah,
it was
but
more of a tank.
But that's a real tank.
Oh no, it's a tank versus a tank. But fortunately,
The
our
actual
tank is superior.
Special tank.
Yep.
That is our Tank Tucker.
Nightwing 9597. When was the last Is the Next PO unboxing? Okay, so I recorded a PO unboxing last year in like January or February,
You still haven't released that?
and I
What
still
the
haven't
hell?
released it. So sorry. And I fully intend to release it. Also, I don't think Tucker is a special tank. I think it's actually a regular defensive one.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just ice type. I think is a normal because of the way that the Gen 1 and Gen 1 through 3 did the physical special stuff. Ice types are all physical moves, unless I'm mistaken.
No, I said they're all special moves. I think I was just confusing the jungle up from this game with Tangrowth from the main game.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Matt Sherlock says the Shadow was a horror true crime host. I think making a vampire would be a cool modernization of he goes to mountain, gets powers plot point.
That is not a bad idea. No. Otherwise, yeah, I'm sorry I haven't released that yet. I fully intend to. I'm just thinking to myself, maybe what I should do is, like, record another one and then just combine them together, because it's been so long. Mind you, we haven't gotten a huge amount of stuff to justify doing another PO unboxing. We usually tend to do them when we've acquired enough stuff. And last year, less people sent stuff, which is not, it's not necessarily bad. I don't expect people to send stuff, but that's one of the reasons why I haven't really, felt super compelled to do so. That being said, I think Quentin said that he actually made a Christmas present for me, or he found a Christmas present for me, so I need to go to the P.O. Box and pick that up.
Oopsie.
But no, I have not released a P.O. unboxing in a while, and I am very sorry about that, and why wait that long? I just haven't felt like working on it. Originally, I was going to work on it. Oh, hey, Beta Mantine, which is one of those weird Pokemon that has two dual things going on. So, if you see the other side of it, it's actually dark and has kind of like an angry or demonic face on it.
Oh, that's cool.
Now, is this water flying or just pure water?
I think it was just pure water in the beta, but I will double check.
Probably best to do that.
Did we get all the super chats?
I believe we did.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just did the last one with the shadow.
Okay.
Mount Tyler Durden, thoughts on the Shadow movie? Well, you're in luck because a Patreon-sponsored review coming up is of the 1994 Shadow movie.
Which, can I just say right now, I thought it was a fever dream because I swore, I'm not kidding when I said when I was a kid and, that movie came out and I saw it on TV, seeing the knife and just, being alive and stuff, what the hell was I watching? Now that I'm older, I finally watched it on YouTube.
Is that how we all feel about that one movie that totally exists but doesn't actually exist?
Yep.
Which movie?
The movie where everybody swears it's called Shazam or something and it's actually Kazam.
That seriously feels like a meme. Like that reeks of bullshit to me. There's no Shazam and there never was. What the fuck are you talking about? I've actually seen Shazam. It was not great.
It is water flying?
Yes.
Alright, let me switch over to electric type here.
I was gonna say, electrocute the shit out of it!
Alright, Big Busters, you're up. Yeah, Alec Baldwin is the Shadow in that movie.
That's freaking crazy,
That's a
anyway.
weird thought.
No, Shaq's greatest achievement was ruining steel.
Yeah, that's fair.
His greatest achievement was putting his face into gummy candies.
No.
Oh my god! I saw those when I was working at the gas station over by my old place. Holy crap, we got those in one day, and I literally asked my boss, without missing a beat, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And she literally just looked at me and goes, I don't know, Shaq just decided to put his face on some candy. And I was like, okay.
The first time I ever saw them was on a picture on social media, and I thought it was a really clever Photoshop job. So when I actually saw them at a store, I couldn't believe it.
I thought this was his, in the sidebar, I thought this was his, best achievement.
Alright, I gotta see what's on the sidebar now. Ha! The Wiggle.
Yes, the Wiggle.
he was in Shaq Fu on the Genesis and Super Nintendo.
Yeah, that was Beta Kingdra for Chad, who I was commenting on it. It looks much more dragon-like than its final state. Oh, I found a Max Potion. Sweet.
Heck yeah, Max Potion.
We found Max's potion.
Any opinion on Avengers
job,
Doomsday
everybody.
trailer? Which one? They released a bunch of teasers. Did they actually release a full trailer now?
Yeah, I'm not gonna believe it until I'm gonna watch the actual full teaser and then that's it. I'm not watching anything else because I don't sometimes they spoil shit in trailers and I don't feel like dealing with that.
Yeah. So I put boob joke up front.
That being said, I'm really before you go on to the super chat. That being said, I'm very much looking forward to Supergirl this year.
Indeed.
Same.
Ripper Spot.
Says,
Did anyone mention that Xander plays a key role in resolving Buffy's first season 6 finale? Not kidding. Ugh. The thing is, Xander has his positive qualities. It's just too often than not he has a lol, I'm horny boy.
Yeah, and it's not it's not even in I'm probably gonna catch some flack for this, but I don't actually I don't really like watching How I Met Your Mother, but it was tolerated by me because I liked how Barney was because it's really funny to me that a gay man is playing a straight one, and that's freaking hilarious.
Also, check out Beta Elekid here.
Oh, that's adorable.
That's
but
he's a little angel.
It's so weird to watch Xander try to do the same thing and it not come off as cringe.
It also didn't help that in season 4 when they introduced Dawn, they decided to have Dawn's big crush be on Xander.
Yeah, that was stupid as hell.
I don't even remember that being a thing in the TV show. That was more they maybe brought it up once, but then it was never a thing afterwards. And then it became a thing in the comics where it was really creepy.
Yeah.
Then I think they had them get married in the comics. No.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's gross.
Those comics are a whole other level. Toku Elite, question, do you have hopes for Mandalorian and Grogu, or do you think it will end up being another Clone Wars movie where you ask, does this have to be in theaters? I have hopes for it, because then again, I like The Mandalorian already, but whether or not it's actually cinematic, we'll see.
Yeah, that's my New Year's resolution for this year, is to catch up on all, the MCU and, bullshit that I've missed. So look forward to more movie nights in the server if it's going to be something that's not super crazy. I'm probably going to watch Guardians 3 without you guys. Not totally sure about other stuff, but yeah, Guardians 3 is on my list for January.
All right, so here's so we have a problem before we get to more super chats. This trainer's going to send out an electrode, which means it probably knows explosion or self-destruct.
Oh, well, that's a problem.
We have no ghosts. I'm assuming Miltank is going to be our best bet just because it's more of a tank in general.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
Will be our best bets. But I go with Boob Joke.
Does Polycule have more defense than Boob Joke?
Let me check.
Even so, setting up Polycule might be bad because
it's electric type, yeah.
Yeah, Boob Joke will be the best then.
All right, Boob Joke, hopefully. Self-destructs and explosions have been our biggest enemy so far.
We've lost at least 5 Pokemon to them.
Yep.
Jeez.
Watch, it's gonna get paralyzed as soon as it's body slammed.
Boom, one hit. Got it.
All right.
Nice.
Nothing doing.
All right, so you good for
Oh, hey, your brother's in the chat.
Is he, or is it just another Nightwing? Because I think there's someone, Yeah, because Nightwing 95, 97 is different.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so Dan Garrett, Blue Beetle, The Spirit, Phantom Stranger, and The Question should all form a superhero team called Blue Trenchcoats and Fedoras. And Matt Sherlock says, bring up Vampire Shadow in your review, pretty please. It would fit in when you bring up the dated elements of the Shadow. It could be modernized.
We'll see. I might not remember, sorry. Alright, so just for the future reference, Miltank has a special defense of 93, regular defense of 123.
Hello, J Manor.
Defense of 99. Hey, J Manor.
Yeah.
Defense 93.
Check team.
Growlithe is 107 defense.
We have a pretty tanky Mon.
And, okay, so if we run into another Electrode, Thing Tucker might actually be our best bet just because 154 defense. It is a proper physical tank.
Nice.
Is the Phantom in public domain? I don't know. I want to say yes, but don't quote me on that.
I could look that up while you Pokemans. Hold on.
Yeah, you look that up real quick.
Finally, I can make my Phantom movie I've always wanted to do.
Of course. That's the thing. With some characters, they're super popular overseas. They're not popular as much here. The Phantom was okay popular at one point, but, it's in other countries, the Phantom, super took off.
He was in the newspaper comics for a while over here, at least where I lived.
Yep. Also, TM26, which I think is Earthquake. Let's take a look.
Let's see here.
TM26 is Earthquake. Yep. Okay, we got Earthquake. Sweet. We're gonna have to do some. We're gonna have to give some TMs to people when we once we get through the road. I don't want to accidentally waste it in case someone dies.
Nightwing says, can confirm I'm a different Nightwing.
Indeed. Matt Sherlock, the first Nancy Drew is basically Knives Out. Knives Out. Rich man dies, family wants the money they gave their poor friends. Detective helps, get on it, Netflix.
No, but that's actually correct.
Yeah, next Benoit Blanc movie is gonna be an adaptation of something else. Of a Nancy Drew story.
Alright, let's
How about a
see
Nancy
here.
Drew Benoit Blanc crossover movie?
I'm down for that too.
My New Year's resolution is
for us to finally finish the Foxverse marathon?
My New Year's resolution is for... I don't have one yet. Give me about 5 hours.
That's a good idea.
Okay, here we go.
Phantom?
2026 public domain. I'm looking. Hold on.
Looking for the Phantom?
Yeah. So I don't know if this means anything to anybody, but Tim Buckley's entire discography, The Twilight Zone.
Probably some early iteration.
Wait,
earlier episodes.
Which Twilight Zone is public domain?
I don't know. It just says certain episodes from the Twilight Zone.
By the way, Benoit Blanc should star in a noir movie just to see if people get the joke.
That's good. I get the joke.
Okay, so William Faulkner's As I Lay Dying, The Maltese Falcon,
Yep.
Agatha Christie's first Miss Marple novel, The Secret of the Old Clock, which is the Nancy Drew one, T.S. Eliot's poem Ash Wednesday, let's see, Bertrand Russell's The Conquest of Happiness, The Little Engine That Could, The Cat That Went to Heaven. Yep. Let's see here.
That's a good war turtle. That's adorable.
The Yellow Knight of Oz by Ruth Plumley Thompson. Nancy Drew's next 3 stories: The Hidden Staircase, The Bungalow Mystery, and The Mystery at Lilac Inn. The Hardy Boys story, The Great Airport Mystery. Let's see. He Done Her Wrong, The Wordless novel by Milt Goss. All Quiet on the Western Front. The Blue Angel, which stars Marlena Dietrich. Animal Crackers by the Marx Brothers.
There we go. Now we're talking.
Anna Christie, Greta Garbo's first sound film.
Now we're talking. I thought we were streaming.
Hey.
Hell's Angels, an aviation epic directed by Howard Hughes and starring Jean Harlow. Morocco by von Sternberg and starring Marlena Dietrich. The Divorcee with Norma Shearer, which won her the Academy Award. I'm looking. Shut up.
Right, well, I got a super chat.
Go ahead.
Ripper Spot says Xander saving the day really undercuts Buffy's original premise. Also, Dawn's crush is mentioned 3 times in show, twice by Xander, who liked it.
Yeah.
Gross
Indeed, but I'm going to disagree with you.
Mills?
I'm going to disagree with you there, though, because I feel like even before the show started, Xander and Willow were best friends. So I think it works better for him to be the one to resolve it, the season 6 finale, than having a Buffy do it. Especially because Buffy's arc throughout the rest of the season did not have anything to do with Willow. It was more about stuff related to her coming back to life and needing to deal with the fallout of that, and whether or not she wanted to still be there for Dawn. Because that's the thing. Season 6 is rough. The finale makes up for all of it because it's like proper resolution. It feels very satisfying, but it is such a rough journey to get there. It all comes together, but it's like, God, I wish we didn't have to go through all that just to get there.
Also, Matt Sherlock says Blanc solves a murder in a white-collar prison. See, that's the kind of joke I was making.
So I'm looking at on the public domain thing, and all I'm seeing is that some of the scripts for Twilight Zone are in the book, and none of the episodes themselves.
And that makes a lot more sense considering the Twilight Zone adapted a bunch of stuff and probably took a while for development.
I'm just telling you, it just said, that's what it said, I don't know. Cecil B. DeMille's Madam Satan, which is kind of hilarious to me. The Buster Keaton film Doughboys and Free and Easy. David Fletcher's cartoon Dizzy Dishes and Hot Dog. The respective debuts of Betty Boop and Bimbo. The Mickey Mouse 1930 cartoons. And the original design of Pluto. And his second appearance as Rover, which we already brought up. Flip the Frog from Fiddlesticks. And Sheik Young's Blondie has also entered the public domain.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, Dave Wilson's been talking about that. The original version.
Sea
Version of
Drain-
Blondie is more like a flapper.
Yes.
Sea Drain, if I'm reading that correctly, says my resolution is to give my cat more pets and many more treats. All the treats, plus salmon every night. He's in no way influencing my resolution by holding a claw to my neck. Nope. Nah.
Nope, not at all.
Honestly, it's just a good resolution to have, to give your cat more treats. We as cat owners here, for most of us, yeah, we definitely feel that.
Okay,
Yeah.
hey, you're not allowed to say that too loud. She's sleeping and she may wake up. Stop that.
I could do whatever the hell I want because I don't own a cat. I just visit
Treat,
cats
treat,
and enjoy
treat,
it when I'm
treat,
there.
Raven just came running over, and she's like, "Wait, what? Treats for me?"
So
Jesus Christ.
I think I finally just came with a New Year's resolution. Actually, release another episode on my channel again.
Hey, there you go.
I did that last year.
It's not my fault that the scripts I'm working on are all 100+ pages long.
That is the nice thing, is even though my numbers are so bad for 2024, we're already going to be off to a stronger start thanks to the Rise of Skywalker review coming out. Because again, 2.5 hours, that's going to boost my numbers up a bit, just giving me a little starting, head start.
And Ripper
That is
Spot,
true.
Somehow.
Ripper Spot says no real problem with him doing it in season 6. Just the first 5 finales is stupid, and also the premise was a girl fighting back horror villains.
Yeah.
He didn't do it in the first 5 finales, did he?
Don't look at me.
No, Buffy did it herself against Angelus in the 2nd season.
Like Xander contributed because Angel couldn't give her CPR because he didn't have a breath.
Yeah, and that was the first season. And then the 3rd season was against the mayor. And that was everybody.
That was everybody. That was a team effort. Season 2 was against Angelus. I think he might have... Was season 2 not against Angelus?
Spike was there. Because Spike literally, knocks out Drew, brings her to his car, and he's, looking at Angelus about to, swipe the sword at Buffy, and he's like, he's gonna kill her, and then shrugs, and then just fucking leaves.
Yeah, I don't think Xandru was part of that one, other than I think he might have helped re-ensoul Angel, but, that was still Buffy's thing. Season 4 was the Initiative, which, again, was a team effort.
Yep. And season 5 was Glory.
Season 5 was Glory. I don't think he did much there.
No, he didn't. No, she. Okay, spoilers for a 20-year-old show, but she's the one who jumped, not him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Although I will say he's the one who stopped Dark Willow.
Which one is Tricules? I don't remember this one. Have we run into a Tricules yet?
I don't know.
Oh, by the way, Crimson and Lewis, to answer your question from a while back, HeatXZ says the Phantom first appearance is February 1936, so he'll be public domain in 2032.
Ah.
Nice.
Flying farts.
Yeah. Pinsir's evolution? That makes a lot of sense. So if we assume that it's Pinsir's evolution, that will be a bug type.
Pinsir is one of the scariest freaking looking Pokemon.
Bug type, so
Right.
Growlithe can handle that.
I just want to point
Yep,
out.
that's it.
Lewis,
It was-
my god.
What am I looking
Lewis
at?
consciously said Xandru instead of Xander.
Sorry.
That's hilarious.
And Matt Sherlock says, when will DC and Marvel have a public domain month where they introduce all the public domain heroes into the universes? I want to see the Shadow team up with Spider-Man and Popeye with Superman. If not, why not?
Marvel has done that before. There was a mini-series, I want to say called The 12 or something like that, where they got a bunch of public domain superheroes and they brought them all together and did a thing with them. It was a whole dramatic Watchmen-esque thing, I want to say.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Is that what they had planned before they introduced Heracross? I believe so, yeah. This eventually turned into Heracross and then became unrelated, but that is why, in some Pokedex pages, Heracross and Pinsir are closely related.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Team Ghost Rider Inc. Is anyone watching the latest Zest or Digimon? I am not, so I would not know.
What's a Digimon? I don't know what that is.
We've been very busy. I'm back to work, so I haven't had time to watch stuff. We still have to watch Logan for the next thing of our X-Men marathon. And
Hey, one shot, one kill.
A bunch of stuff that's behind the scenes and personal matters, but yeah, this has been a very weird start to the year. Not awful, but great.
And I have a lot of stuff I have to do tomorrow, because... Not to get too far in the real world. Real world shit is happening.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Hopefully you get through it pretty quickly.
I'm just looking forward to a nice week where nobody of our management team is in the office, because one of my supervising attorneys is out of the country still and comes back next week. My other supervising attorney just went out on medical leave for 2 weeks, and my office manager has been on vacation for the better part of a month, and she doesn't come back until the end of next week. So this week is going to be hilarious because half of the people in the office don't know how we function without our attorneys, so it's going to be great.
Okay, so Ripper Spot has explained how he's connected to all the finales. CPR for the Master, yep. Lies about the soul curse above for Angel, thus she does not delay. I forget the exact thing for 3. For delaying the soul curse, yeah, but it's not like he had that much of a resolution on it, other than influencing how it played out. Actually suggesting plan in 4,
not actually doing it.
Accidentally suggesting the plan. It's an ensemble show. Him participating in some capacity is not that big a deal. Delays glory and dates who Anya suggests the hammer in 5.
That seems indirect.
That feels like a bit of a stretch, but I get what you're saying. Zidfell, Digimon is basically like Pokemon. Be right back, setting up defenses.
Yeah. Digimon's exactly like Pokemon, and you could tell because of the Mon. It's obvious.
Yes, I'm a trainer, but I'm taking a break. I've brought plenty of medicine with me. If your Pokemon need restored, let me know and I can help. Oh, sweet! We actually have a healing trainer. They didn't introduce those until like Gen 5.
Yeah.
Too much green energy is dangerous.
Indeed. Now I'm radioactive. That can't be good.
Yeah.
Suddenly I have a refreshing
radioactive. That can't be good.
Thank you, Xandro.
Like, what an absolutely absurd thing to say.
By the way, I'm halfway through Doom the Dark Age, and man, I hope we have that line in there somewhere. We already made Rip and Tear into like a hugely motivational badass thing. Now I just want someone to say, "Now it's radioactive. That cannot be good."
Honestly, I picture one of the like. I guess it wouldn't make sense in Dark Ages, but I could see it happening with, you know, the scientist who talks to you on the radio in Eternal. Just like, oh no, like now the room's radioactive. That can't be good, or something like that.
That's what I'm saying. That can't be good. Or like the achievement comes up. That can't be good.
Yes. Yeah. If you blow up one of those green barrels and hit yourself, that can't be good.
Sportsman Arthur, let's take him on.
And J Manor, what were you saying?
I forgot.
That's okay.
It's all good. I hope you're just having a good time.
One good thing I will say for this year, I've worked over a month without any health issues. I'm knocking on wood as hard as I can right now.
Don't do that, you'll break it half.
How to use Tauros? Do we have anyone with a fighting type move?
I have not had health issues. I've managed to work, so that's the one good thing that's happened so far. And I mean, I've been doing my best to be responsible, which is not fun.
Matt Sherlock.
Yeah, adulting, that's a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah,
anyway.
adulting is the frickin' worst. Thrash, which...
Matt Sherlock. Go ahead.
Some genius will realize they can make their own super universe with all the characters coming in the public domain. Their trinity can be Popeye as Superman, Shadow as Batman, and Nancy as Wonder Woman. Nancy's gonna be weird because you'd have to use the old version, which is just like the most milquetoast, like grandma gets a light chuckle kind of comic. Like,
yeah.
On planet Earth. New Nancy is like
meta,
weirdly hilarious. It's really bizarre for Nancy to be genuinely funny.
Let me see if you have what it takes to challenge the league.
Yep. Nightwing says, "Don't think we didn't notice that MST3K reference you were about to make." What?
I can't see a way to make
when
Nancy.
Sorry to interrupt you, Eliza. It meant when I was interrupted by the soundboard, I was going to say when everything turned green. Suddenly, I have a refreshing mint flavor.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, okay, the thing is, I actually do have a way to make Nancy Drew, like original Nancy Drew, work in a modern setting. And that's literally just it. Find a way to transport the original Nancy Drew from the 1920s, 1930s to the modern day.
Make the Captain America them.
Yeah, Captain America Nancy Drew to the modern day, and it'll work perfectly.
Team Ghost Rider Inc. What would everyone want for the next Pokemon game, and also what Pokemon design for this game would you like to be in next game? I want Swearlycan. I want those two. I think they're phenomenal. They should be in a proper game. I don't know why they haven't reused the design for anything.
I'm tired of pretending that that it's okay that we don't have a game from South America or Africa yet. That needs to fucking happen.
Okay, I've been saying this for the longest time. We need either Egypt or Ethiopia.
I just want Tiger to be reality.
Tiger would be great too.
Kind of be okay with like Brazil or Chile.
Magic Steve saw a video about Winter 83 and it reminded me how awesome Lewis's monologue is at the end. They're all effing dead. Love that series. Thanks, Steve. Also, I keep forgetting to promote it, but there is a person who made a video on Winter of 83 who I ran into, who this is once again an example of how the universe just bends around me to weird providence. So, this person was already working on a Winter of 83 video, and they met me in the airport by accident when we were on our way to Onicon in October, while I was wearing the Winter of 83 shirt.
Amazing.
That is amazing.
Just like a weird coincidence. They sent me the video. I watch it. It's good. I forgot to promote it. I'm sorry if I'm gonna make up for that now. I'm gonna promote it right this second by looking in my email.
There you go.
We interrupt this stream to promote someone else.
Yes. Another good place that we need a Pokemon region on is Australia.
Australia would be great.
No, I don't want to die, okay?
No.
I'll be honest. It's just gonna be nothing but spiders and only spiders, and that's just a big no thank you.
All right, look up. All right, the video is called "Linkara Made a Horror Movie Winter of '83" by the YouTuber Pugweenie.
Nice, but I suggest
that doesn't sound
an
familiar.
Actually, original Pokemon Legends game, not Pokemon Legends game returned to another old previous region, but a Pokemon Legends game in a new region. That's Australia.
Oh jeez.
Everything will want to kill us.
That's what Pokemon Legends games already are.
Magmar, there's fire. Where is Polycule?
I know somebody who was in the military who literally took pictures
of like spiders in the Philippines, and no bueno, nope.
What was that name again? Pugweenie. Pugweennee.
I'll be right back, guys.
I do want to point out something funny because we were working on the Foxverse Marathon a lot, like the last 2 years. We stopped mostly around July of last year, and then we started it up again in October, and we stopped again. You want to know why? Fanforstic, X-Men Apocalypse. Fanforstic stopped us in July. We needed a break, and then we watched Apocalypse, and I'm like, this is not good.
Apocalypse is the opposite of good.
Look, it says you're gonna run into that problem as you go on, because of course movies like there's a reason why the Foxverse isn't really a thing anymore, because the movies are just gonna get increasingly bad.
Yeah.
We have one good movie, Logan. Well, actually, we have two good movies. Yeah, we have two good movies, Logan and Deadpool 2.
And Deadpool 3.
That's part of the Marvel MCU, not part of the Foxverse, but yeah.
I mean, it's a nice epilogue to the Foxverse.
Yes, we have. Okay, so we have three good movies. We have Dark Phoenix, which is
New Mutants,
which is one of the worst movies, and we have New Mutants, which is just meh.
and we had Apocalypse, and we after we watched Apocalypse, like we rewatched Deadpool 1, and Deadpool 1 is great, but like Apocalypse is just like it brings it down, and it's one of those things where we're gonna continue the Foxverse Marathon and conclude it, but it's been getting steadily harder and harder.
Because so much stuff has been happening, and we haven't had any free time.
Well, that and the movies that we have to watch are not very fun to watch.
Logan is a good movie, but it is also not fun to watch because it is just.
It's sad. It's sad, is what it is.
Yeah.
And we got a couple super chats here. Fezwork says Peach, and Matt Sherlock says, "Imagine the amount of Superman media that will come out when it becomes public domain." What are you excited about becoming public domain in the next 10 years?
Like I said, I'm really excited about the original Universal. Dracula and Frankenstein are going to be in the public domain. Yes, I might like do a proper riff of one of those and put them on a DVD. Also, as well as my camera's a little.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Otherwise, oh man, you guys, when Superman becomes public domain, imagine them creating like a horror movie around Superman. Lol, am I right? No one's ever done that before.
Can you imagine Dark Superman? That'd be awesome. They should make like several of those movies.
And that makes more sense.
Matt Sherlock, other than Batman, of course. Batman, here's the thing. When Batman becomes public domain, it'll be Purple Gloves Batman.
Yeah, it'll be the Batman.
Yeah, that's true. It'll be Purple Glove Batman.
Okay. Is it Shazam, Kazam, or Kazaplin?
Okay, you know what I'm looking for public domain in the next 10 years?
What is Kazaplin?
Let me look that one up.
Is that like
Shazam is a cartoon.
Like or something like that?
Okay, it's the evolved form of Quillfish in this game.
All right, so it's like water electric, right?
Yeah.
Sure, Jan.
Rocket fuel malt liquor. Damn, it's Kazaplin.
Kind of looks like that one Pokemon from Gen 3 that has the W on for it, Whiscash.
I forgot about Kazaplin. I feel like we encountered one before, but I forgot about this thing.
Yes. Oh god, I thought they were kidding. Never. I just read the title Kazaplin.
Nope. There you go. Kazaplin.
This
Damn.
looks like it was definitely reworked into Whiscash.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I can definitely see Whiscash.
Coral fish.
Oh, and it was Pin Missile. This sucks. Okay, it's not doing too much. That's good.
Split into Whiscash and Overquill.
Yeah, Whiscash and Overquill.
Overquill is a much better design.
Yes.
Quillfish knows self-destruct. Well, fortunately, Think Tucker is probably our best tank here.
Yeah. And I don't think this Quillfish knows that self-destruct at that level.
I'm sunk.
It's like if they fused Corsola with Whiscash and gave it Lantern's typing.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Like, this is such a weird thing right now.
It is, and I love it. I love this game so much. I know that there are some fans who have put it on a cartridge, so I want to get a copy of this for myself and just like play it just for funsies, because this is an amazing time I've had with this game.
Play it while you're in the passenger seat of the car.
Exactly.
Playing on the plane.
Or better yet, just the back seat, like a little kid, just going back.
My birds don't have much room to fly in this cave.
Well, then you're not in a very big cave.
I mean, for crying out loud, birds in a Lowe's and a Home Depot have better chances of flying around than these things in a cave.
Yeah, I've seen that. I used to work at a Lowe's.
Oh, there you go.
I've seen birds flying around in a shed the size of a bedroom.
What the hell?
When I was in when I went to the post office a few months ago, like 2 birds had gotten in, and we like saw them flying around like back and forth. We were trying to figure out a way to get them out.
Fiero sprite is weird.
This is original Gen 1 Fiero, if I'm not mistaken.
Messy.
Yeah, the sprite is still weird though. Like early Fiero sprites are weird because it looks like the wings are not attached to its back, but instead just kind of attached to its right side.
Yeah. And of course, we love Beta Noctowl. Toku Elite, remember in Star Trek Gold Key #1 where you said it was ridiculous that plant spores could travel through space? Star Wars many years later said, hold them a beer by having a society of fungi that do that. Yeah, but at least the fungi, I'm assuming, are sentient to some capacity. Plus, it's Star Wars, we don't expect exact science from them.
Yeah, they had those space horses running around on the outside of the ships.
Hold on. There is something I gotta say to that as soon as I can find it. Come on. It's in here. Here it is.
Of course. Don't you know anything about science?
When I set up the soundboard again, I'm going to try to connect it through Discord so we can use it that way.
Oh, there you go.
Alrighty.
Not that you're not doing a fantastic job.
No, he's doing a fantastic job with it. It's just when I had it attached to the soundboard before, you guys can't hear it, and it's like I don't want us talking over the soundboard clips when I use them.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just found an article from on my phone. I found an article from The Guardian about how moss they've actually had to deal with moss on the outside of the International Space Station in the past.
Really?
Because apparently moss can survive in space for up to 9 months.
Huh. Matt Sherlock, Slasher Batman. The purple gloves are surgical gloves for when he cuts you. Nancy Drew is the final girl who investigates. Oh no, I made it too good! Pokeplayer HQ, I think I owe Overquill's design a huge apology. I love Overquill's design. I don't care what anyone says.
You can learn a lot of stuff about space by just looking up the weird shit that the International Space Station has had to deal with.
Space is mysterious and stuff.
Takes a real
Oh my god, if you guys want, there is a, NASA is doing a thing this year. If you go to the NASA website, you can actually register your name to be put on a thumb drive for the new mission that's going to go to the moon.
Guys!
In July, I think.
Behold, the soldier class trainer!
Yes,
amazing.
That was what they had for this game, and actually they were originally in the beta for Pokemon Red and Blue as well, but they were cut. And they were going to be brought back in this game, but then they got cut again.
Why
did
they?
Gonna be like
why
did surgeons, guys?
Is this guy going to be like? I'm assuming this guy uses Octillery and Remoraid. If he doesn't, why not?
We got T-Elite. Yes, they are sentient. They get into giant spores and giant plant launchers shoot them, and they do this when they're abandoning the planet to terraform a new Varan one.
Okay.
Oh,
Everybody's just like pissing themselves over soldiers, but like Lieutenant Surge was in the first game.
Yeah,
but it's different. It's different when one guy just says that, like the gym leader. But like it's different when there's an actual class of trainer who's just like, I'm a soldier.
If I recall correctly from reading through all the cut content from Beta Gen 1, the soldier trainers were originally supposed to be the gym trainers for Lieutenant Surge's gym.
Which would make sense.
Because the implication was that it was like an American base on Japan. Or in Japan.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Just
does ice type resist
Fuji?
Does ice type resist ground?
I don't know if it resists ground, but I know that ground is weak to ice.
And Matt Sherlock
Anyway, I'm a nerd about sending things to space, so when I found out that NASA was doing that, I was very hyped. Anyway.
Yeah, Matt Sherlock says, need to make it dumber. Killer Batman. I don't... What?
They're talking about public domain Batman eventually.
Oh.
I will check the type chart.
It's fine. Grass does resist ground, and Thing Tucker, of course, is really good against ground. So, goddamn with the sand attacks.
Okay, based on the soldier's kind of thing, and based on Lieutenant Surge's thing, I like to think that Doug Trio here is used for like making trenches and stuff like that with the soldier.
That would make sense.
That's not a bad idea, yeah.
The only thing that ice resists is ice.
Lame. Enough with the sand attacks!
Oh my, okay, so it's blinding enemies. Okay, that makes sense.
Because ice is one of those...
Go ahead.
Ice is... Okay, I will say this. Ice is one of the... I was going to say ice is one of the sets that has a lot of weaknesses, and... But now I'm looking at the type chart here, and they don't have all the weaknesses they normally have. They're missing the weakness to steel.
What is ice weak to in this gen? In this version?
Fighting rock and fire.
Fighting rock and fire. All right.
They're missing their weakness.
Wait a second. They're weak to fire? Oh, ice is weak to fire. Sorry. I was thinking of fighting. So.
It's like,
I mean, I think fighting would be weak against fire because you're on friggin' fire.
You'd think so.
It's just weird seeing ice not have that steel weakness.
Yeah. Because I don't know if you noticed, but if you hit ice with something that's shaped of steel, that tends to break it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, John the Wizard. I was thinking that like I was thinking of fighting type. Like fighting type is weak to fire. What the hell? But no, I was thinking I was bleh, brain.
Yeah.
You have one of those?
So I've been told anyway.
To be fair, fighting has its normal weaknesses of.
Yeah, it's like psychic and flying right now.
Yep. However, did they always? Yes, they always resist bug. Bug and fighting both resist each other. I always forget that. Because it's such a weird thing that bug and fighting resist each other.
It is. Have you ever tried to punch a fly?
Yes.
You have a point there.
Not all of us can be Mr. Miyagi.
In JoJo's Bizarre Adventure,
flies out of
Mr. Miyagi missed the fly. Like Ralph Macchio, what's his name? Daniel caught it.
That's true.
Also in JoJo, he tried aura-ing a fly with Star Platinum, and it didn't work.
Fun fact: I've actually had the ability to catch a few flies once upon a time.
I've been able to do that too, mostly when they're the very slow-moving flies that are just kind of hovering in the air.
Did a grumpy old man say beginner's luck?
It's all about like following their path and like trying to guess their speed, and like figure out where they're gonna go instead of like trying to follow them, kind of thing.
Also, Tia Lee says, by the way, I heard the person who made the stream thumbnail is turning 24 on Friday. Might be good to check out his Ko-fi for the commission catalog.
Gee, I wonder what wonderful, handsome fellow could have done such a thing. I think they went by the name of Toku Elite 5554, and you should definitely check out their Ko-fi and maybe do a commission from them.
Joey Joe Jr. Shabadoo?
What the fuck?
All right, Joey Jojo!
Joey Jojo.
Oh, Lick-a-Tongue Sprite is waving hello. Yeah, this is a nice Lick-a-Tongue Sprite, honestly.
Wait, Lick-a-Lord?
Licky Lord, on the other hand, has a terrible sprite.
Yeah,
What?
I actually think I like Licky more.
Why does it look like something?
Kind of adorable.
That's
I'm the Lord of Lick.
Oh god, it knows rollout. Okay, we need to kill this thing quickly.
Licky Lord is one of those few times where I will say this. The beta sprite is not as good as the finalized sprite of Licky Licky.
Licky Lord looks weird.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this.
Looks evil.
Looking at it right now.
Looks evil.
Looking at it right now, it looks like something out of Uzumaki by Junji Ito.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's fair.
It looks like it's the mustache. The mustache makes him look so evil.
Also, all the circles on his body for no apparent reason.
Yeah.
And Nightwing says, be like Mr. Han, use a fly swatter.
That's fair.
Or be like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, use thumbtacks.
Or be like me and use a salt gun.
I'm dumb. Boob Joke has milk drink. I can just use that to heal it. I'm stupid.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
But, one of the things I love about the Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie is where Buffy kills the fly with the thumbtack.
Oh,
Yep.
I was gonna say Paul Rubens' death scene. That's the best scene in
That's
any
just
movie.
the best scene in all of cinema. That's not just the
Yeah,
best scene in
that's
that movie.
gold. The
That
best
is the
part is
best-
when he stops his moaning and looks
That
at her.
is
and
not the
she's
best
looking
scene in
like
all of
that.
cinema. I'm sorry.
No,
It
it
is
is.
the best death scene in all of cinema.
Yeah, when he's moaning and groaning and he stops
Paul
for just a
Rubens.
second
Oh, yeah.
to look at her like, you looking?
That's
And then he goes
death
back to it. It's great.
Best death scene in all of cinema.
It's part of the Fox vs. Marathon, I'm convinced. The Buffy movie is so weird, I
I went in
love
this
it.
way.
I mostly don't, but that scene is the greatest thing ever.
Matt Sherlock, Nancy Drew would be an okay slasher, actually. Make it a murder mystery. Have her be final girl. She unmacks the killer and continues to solve mysteries.
It could be her origin story.
Indeed.
Yeah, it all started with her identifying an actual murderer, and then she made 100 books where she did much more low-stakes crime solving.
If I had to deal with a slasher killer, I would prefer to deal with low-stakes stuff afterwards.
I mean, it depends if she gets superpowers.
But the thing is, like, as a fictional icon of like a century-long running series, it feels a little disappointing to have your origin story be by far the most impressive story.
Yeah.
Just giving you a 15-minute warning there, Lewis, because you wanted to be out by 9:30, right?
Yep, no worries. I'm keeping track of it as well. We should be able to get through Victory Road before then.
Okay.
Oh, you poor Butterfree. Have you not heard of a Miltank's rollout?
Also, I'll agree with Sergeant Sega, because yes, that's another great Paul Rubens scene, is Tequila.
Paul
Dude,
Rubens is
Blossom.
just amazing. And Paul Rubens as a vampire, like, especially the deleted scene at the, like, very, very end where he's still dying. Like, he's still doing like,
God. Man, original Blossom sprite, like this is actually, I think, the same as the regular Gen 2 Blossom sprite. There was a real glow up when they went to Gen 3.
Yeah, because the old Blossom sprite is kind of.
To be fair, the Gen 3 sprite is actually based on the anime appearance of Blossom. So technically, you can say that it's thanks to the Gen 2 anime that Blossom looks better.
Now, part of the problem is that Blossom is, that like right now in this form, it's based off of the black and white, the games that are in black and white, or green and white, whatever you want to call it. But basically, like Oddish and Gloom and Vileplume all have this kind of darker tone to them, so it kind of matches with that. When they actually went to the anime and they colored them like blue and green and all that stuff, of course the appearance would change.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's what a lot of Gen 3 colorizations are based on. They're based on the anime colors.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry, I stepped out for just a second. Did we get Mega Timmy Tommy's super chat?
We did not.
Okay,
I don't think
are
so.
you saying Nancy Drew caught a slasher? Or is a slasher?
Honestly, could be both. Could be like the Jessica.
No less dose.
No.
Because
Nancy Drew could be like Jessica Fletcher. She was the secret killer.
Yes, that's what my dad says all the time. There's a murder every week, and the town has like 100 people. It's like, who do you think it is?
Like, it's a game of Mafia.
Has somebody told?
Oh God, I missed
Roses.
I thought this was the cat evolution. No, because Belle. No, it's the alternate Weepin' Belle evolution.
Oh God!
Amazing! It's terrible. Kill it with fire.
Why do I exist?
But here's an idea for a Nancy Drew thing: a Nancy Drew series where it's about Nancy Drew killing serial killers.
I dig it.
So it's just Jessica Fletcher.
And the first serial killer she'll kill will be Tony the Tiger.
Speaking of Murder, She Wrote, I heard Jamie Lee Curtis will star in the remake. Jamie Lee Curtis is a good choice for a replacement Jessica Fletcher.
Yeah.
About that. That's an interesting idea. Like, I have no particular connection to Murder, She Wrote, but that is interesting.
Although I would personally not there be a reboot of Murder, She Wrote, but that's because I like how it is already.
I do too, but especially, but if you're gonna do it,
Murder, She Wrote is one of those series that it's so wacky and fun, it's hard to really recreate it.
Wait, is that what Dexter's about?
Dexter is about a serial killer who's hiding out as like a police assistant.
Police forensics expert.
Yep.
Oh
wow! I found the Helix fossil.
Yeah, but he's a serial killer. He's a serial killer who kills killers specifically. So he has a higher.
Yeah, he kills people who are
people who kill innocents.
Yep.
Yeah, he kills people. He finds evidence on them, and then he actually kills them.
And the surprise mother yo clip is like one of his fellow detectives who has been suspicious of him the whole time.
And it's really funny because he's right, but he still dies anyway.
Did you ever see that one? It might have been like a Vine video or a short YouTube video of that guy who was making all of the surprise motherfucker like.
Oh yeah, surprise, motherfucker!
Hard eyes,
surprise, motherfucker!
All right, motherfucker. That's so good.
Supplies.
I still
supplies, motherfucker!
My favorite bit is still in the very first episode where I was watching with friends who like hadn't seen it before, and it's the first time you meet Dokes. Like, what the hell are you doing? I'm just giving people donuts. Fuck you.
It's like, what? He's like, what the fuck, dude?
Come on, dude.
No, my favorite one is like fucking where it's like midway through the season and he's just like, and Dexter just goes, I own you, and he walks out and Dokes just like attacks him and everybody, and like Angel just goes, what the fuck, man?
No, he doesn't just walk out, he headbutts him first and then
walks out, and then Angel's like, what the fuck?
Timmy Tommy, I thought Dexter was a little boy who managed to hide a massive secret lab in the walls of his puny house.
Yeah, honestly, that's
the other Dexter.
Yeah, that did take me a while to get used to at first. And Captain Avenger says, speaking of Pokemon fossils, did you hear that the Pokemon Fossil Museum is coming to Chicago this year?
I did hear that. That's exciting news.
And Matt Sherlock says, let's spend 5 minutes making public domain slasher pitches. The Shadow is a slasher, Phantom, Little Engine that could... I mean, just name public domain stuff like that.
Sky is the limit!
Yeah.
The Little Engine that could murder!
No, the
Little Engine that could murder!
The grass.
Look, the greatest public domain thing of all time is Air. We make Air the slasher killer.
We already did that. It's called The Happening.
Wow. Deep cut.
Killer Rain is a possibility.
Killer clowns from outer space.
Yeah, and TLE makes a good point. Little Engine that could, as a serial killer. An average game critic also says that that's just Choo Choo Charles. Which, by the way, I don't know if that was a deliberate decision or not, but like I feel that has to be Charlie the Choo Choo from the Dark Tower books. Like, the fact that it's a train called Choo Choo and Charles, like, that's two on the nose.
Yeah, a little bit.
Honestly, like, I did watch, like, an online video about that, like, from a YouTube channel called Dead Meat, and, like, they do something called Kill Count. They recently are doing, like, kill counts for video gameplay and stuff like that. And, like, the creator of it, which is one creator, believe it or not, who made the whole game, apparently, like, only knew about, like, the online ambiance of just, like, a creepy, Thomas the Tank Engine kind of thing, and they just came up with the idea of, like, you know what, let's just have, like, scary Thomas the Tank Engine fused with a spider, and just call it Choo Choo Charles or something like that.
It's a very easy alliteration for a train-related thing, because Choo Choo.
Yeah, I guess it's just like we had Charlie the Choo Choo in like the 80s or the 90s.
Okay, no lie, I never got into Thomas the Tank Engine just because the first time I ever saw him, he had that weird, like, I'm thinking look, and it always looked to me like he was a serial killer. I'm just saying.
JRuler44, Linkara, I don't have a couple of dollars for a super chat. Can I please ask a question? You can ask, because there's no guarantee I will read it off.
That was the question, and it has been answered. Would you like to ask the second question?
Yeah, because we do like read through the super chats. They have to. It's just like super chats are guaranteed. We will read it off and answer it and stuff like that.
Yeah, sometimes we're benevolent and choose other things, but not always.
It helps keep the conversation going as we stream through this. Because let's face it, Victory Road is not exactly the most exciting thing in the world. I'm just going through and defeating trainers.
Yeah, it's not gonna be as exciting until you actually start the Elite Four.
Yeah, and Crimson T Elite says look up JJ the airplane, because Thomas the Tank Engine and get shit on how weird that is.
Oh my god, no.
Oh, no, I will not be looking that up, but I'll take your word for it.
Like, picture if Thomas the Tank Engine were made in, like, the mid-2000s with jank-ass CG. It's, like, weird looking.
Look, I was going to look up Thomas the Tank Engine.
I remember that show.
Wasn't the trains. Yeah. It was George Carlin.
Yeah, that weird. And before that, it was Ringo Starr.
Ringo Starr.
What a weird little history Thomas the Tank Engine has.
Yeah, George Carlin was just like, oh, welcome aboard, I'm the conductor. Like, it was just like a little kid show thing. It's so weird.
And I think the third one was one of the Baldwins.
Yeah, he was in the movie. It was Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle.
It's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
It is weird the history that Thomas has.
And here's the funny thing: the character of Mr. Conductor only exists in America. Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh, that's amazing. Also, Matt Sherlock has just listed names of what could be public domain
Sherlock Holmes slasher, Robin Hood slasher.
Oh God.
We definitely. I mentioned this already because. So there's a digital-only comic that is my current holy grail that I want to get a hold of and do a video for on Longbox. Sherlock Holmes versus Jekyll. Sorry, not Sherlock Holmes. Robin Hood versus Jekyll and Hyde, and I want to say like also Dracula.
Just also Dracula.
Dracula's there for some reason.
It's like Robin Hood versus Dracula and Jekyll versus Jekyll and Hyde or something like that. I can't remember the full name of it, but I want it, but it's digital only. I actually contacted the colorist of the comic to see if they had a copy because it's not available online anymore. He was actually right in the middle of looking through old files for other stuff, and unfortunately could not find anything but very early versions of the thing, unlettered and stuff like that. So unfortunately, yeah, still lost.
Oh, that's sad.
Yo, you're spunky, but you know what? When it comes to sheer spunkiness, I'm the man. Please stop saying that.
What are you talking about? I got all this spunk.
Okay, guys, we're gonna do a thing. Lewis is finishing up. I'm looking up JJ the jet plane.
Okay.
I'm a little curious. No, did you just link to me? Is it a link or an actual picture?
I posted a picture in the voice chat sidebar.
No, I wanna actually. Okay, yeah, all right. This is a live reaction. I've never seen this before in my life.
All right.
What the shit?
I told you.
There it is.
It's horrifying, JJ.
That is horrifying. Why does he have a human face?
That is a good question.
The helicopter one is worse, I think.
Planes can't talk. Humans can.
Planes, but worse.
No,
I just started looking at it myself. That is.
Yeah, no, that is terrifying. No, I'm deleting that. I never want to see that again.
What's that you say? You want that as a pillow, like the Nick Cage pillow?
No, fuck you! Don't you dare!
Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Nick's Cage face on JJ the jet plane. What the heck?
Wait! I have an idea.
Nick Cage.
Mincemeat, I will delete you from the server. I swear to God.
I'm sorry.
No, Mincemeat posted a GIF of it in unboxing, and I'm like, no, delete it.
Oh no. I'm not sure I'll say anything if you slash if you're desperate enough.
I didn't mean it.
My Pokemon weren't spunky enough.
Oh my God! Stop saying that. That's so crazy.
Also, J Ruler 44, Linkara. I really like the Kelvin timeline of Star Trek. Those movies really got me with the lore. I thought Into Darkness was the best. May I ask why you like Beyond More and thoughts on Kelvin? There's the Kelvin timeline. The thing is, I'm a proper old school Trek fan. I don't like the story of Into Darkness. I think it has a lot of issues. I don't think Benedict Cumberbatch plays a pretty good Khan. And of course, I prefer proper Ricardo Montalban as Khan. And it felt like they were just trying to rehash the most popular Trek movie instead of doing their own thing. Whereas Beyond managed to do its own thing and gave the entire crew lots to do. And Kirk acted like a moron, in my opinion, for a lot of that one as well.
The biggest thing is, for me, not having seen Star Trek, the first two remake movies were good. The first one was good. I like the second one for the action, but they're not Star Trek films. When you actually watch Star Trek, they are not Star Trek.
Yeah, that tracks.
But but here's the thing to remember.
Oh my God! I will. No.
May I speak?
No, I had to boot Andrew because he said that tracks. I'm sorry.
But no. If you like, let me be clear about something, because just because I do not like Into Darkness, it is not saying you are bad for liking Into Darkness or that you shouldn't like Into Darkness. You are always entitled to your own opinion about what you enjoy, and you don't have to follow my thing. I'm not going to look down on you for liking a movie that I don't like.
Yeah,
let people enjoy what they enjoy. Who cares?
Meanwhile, we're all waiting for the 2.5-hour review of a movie that you hate.
Indeed!
So, finish it, Lewis.
I mean, there's a reason why I say that one of my favorite movies is The Duck. It's what I like.
I don't understand it, but I don't understand it, but I respect your right to like what you like.
Okay, so I have a really important question. Why is JJ the Jet plane?
What, you never met a little guy like this?
Do you want better? Why is it
guy like this?
All right, Toxic, sweet.
Ooh.
I will say this, Crimson. That is a good question. Moving on.
Jesus.
I feel like we're almost. I want to get us.
Super chest red.
I know I said an hour and a half, but I want to get us through Victory Road Cave, and we are very close. I feel like.
Okay.
Sidekick Nick 41. How'd you manage to get 2.5 hours out of a movie that doesn't actually exist? Oh, I found a way.
Yeah, as for Howard the Duck, by the way, like, the second half is interesting. Like, it's freaking weird, but that's where it started to get my attention. But the first half, I don't know how I sat through it.
Yeah, you're almost to the end of it. All you have to do is go a little bit further, and you're at the end of the thing.
You just go a little further where, like, weird electricity shit happens, and you're like, what is this?
But the reason why I like Howard the Duck so much is because of how surreal it all is.
Yeah, like that's a fine. That's like a good movie for me because I like it's like why I like Cool World. It's freaking crazy and I like it.
And it kind of reminds me of the same surreality that you get from movies like Time Bandits.
Right.
God, Time Bandits. It's been a hot minute since I've seen that movie.
Oh, Time Bandits is so good.
Fun fact, I didn't even know that movie existed until, like, we went to the video store, and my dad's like, oh, hey, check out this movie. I'm like, what the hell is this? And he's like, it's Time Bandits. And I'm like, what the hell is Time Bandits? I watch it, I'm like, son of a gun. It's actually really cool.
Yeah, it's amazing.
One of my favorite movies from childhood, right along, like, if you go to the live-action movies that I loved as a kid, you had things like Time Bandits, Howard the Duck, Back to the Future trilogy, which is probably, like, the only thing that isn't surreal. I love Brazil.
Buckaroo Banzai.
Buckaroo Banzai is one of my favorite movies of all goddamn time.
And here's the thing.
What the fuck is Timmy the Tooth?
Oh, Timmy the Tooth! Oh my god!
And here's the thing. We watched.
I will show you
together. When did we watch Buckaroo Banzai?
November.
So we watched in November. It was the first time I saw it. I will say this: on first watch, Buckaroo Banzai is a very rushed and it's a very backloaded movie to where it takes a while to really let you in on it, but everything pays off. I don't think it's perfectly structured, but I still love it. I still think it's a great cinema. However, I can see why it didn't catch on. However, I can also see why it's your favorite movie because it has some of the best cinematic scenes of all time.
Yes.
Joey, we just got out of we immediately get signal again and Joey calls us.
Like, one of the greatest things about Buckaroo Banzai is the stacked cast of that film.
All right, we have reached the top of Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji, the ultimate goal for trainers, Nihon Pokemon League HQ. I guess the Indigo Plateau, no one cares about that anymore. It's all about Mount Fuji now.
I just saw a picture of Timmy the Tooth, and I still think JJ the Jet Plane is worse.
Yeah,
just so we're clear.
Matt Sherlock says, what is your palate cleanser after this review?
We're probably going to end up doing, at least in terms of like episodes, we're going to do top 10 missed opportunities again. It's not going to be a top, I think I'm not going to do a top 15 just because I want to try to make sure it comes out shorter. And so, and we've already got like the year-end recap as part of that. So I think for the first time, I'm going to do a top 10 instead of a top 15. And we will see how that goes.
Yeah,
but otherwise, we have reached the top. I have to do some off-screen grinding to get our Pokemon up to an acceptable level to take on the Elite Four. But I'm looking forward to that. We're ending the stream early so I can get back to work on my 2.5-hour review.
Good luck.
Matt Sherlock, Buckaroo, the Doc Savage pastiche, that is awesome. And Team Ghost Rider Inc., what would be your favorite thing in Gold 97 that you would like to have if Game Freak decided to reimagine Gold and Silver? Definitely the additional Pokemon. It's just a fun time. It's just fun to have these lost Pokemon that feel like they should be a part of the game in here again. The region itself is fun and interesting, but it's just like, it's just a very different version of Johto. So it feels like I'm going through a fresh region, even though you can see the seeds of what would eventually become Gold and Silver, even though they're very, very far removed. All right, I want to thank my wonderful guests for coming out here, helping answer Super Chats and keeping the conversation going. Of course, Crimson.
I am still working on my DID episode, but I'm hoping it'll be out next week, maybe, hopefully. I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays. Thursday, Lotus will be joining me for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Tuesdays, I do Cult of the
Not
Lamb.
this week. I'm going to MagFest.
Rude. Okay, not this week, but the following week.
I want to thank our wonderful title card artist who is staying on. Originally, we weren't certain if you were going to stay on for past a year, but Jay Manor has decided to stay the title card artist for Atop the Fourth Wall, so thank you for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thank you, Lotus Prince, who's going to be at MagFest.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I will be starting a new Let's Play for patrons tomorrow, and it'll be available a week after that for everybody else, but it is Supermassive's game The Devil in Me, which I'll be playing with a friend of mine. And tomorrow I'll be streaming Armored Core Nexus at 10 Eastern, and normally I stream for patrons on Wednesdays, but I'm going to MagFest, so on Tuesday I'll be streaming Phantasy Star 4, which has a brilliant start so far.
Thank you, Eliza.
It's great being here. I hopefully will be back to streaming sometime soon as life, just lets up just a little bit so I have free time.
Thank you, Zen, who's still in the background of Eliza on Eliza's side.
I'm a bunny, and I don't really have anything to promote since you all watched the Santa Claus 3 episode, so thank you. But also, I want to make the worst joke ever to end us off. The Holy Infant, so tender and mild, implies the existence of super spicy ghost pepper infants. Have a good day, everyone.
And finally, thank you, Xandrew.
Two things. One, I am back on streaming at 7 p.m. on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. I'll be doing some streams. 2 on Twitch, 1 on YouTube. On Monday, I'll be playing Infamous 2. I will be doing an art stream on Tuesday, and just doing a Hangout art stream. Oh, hello.
Did you boot me for what Ben said?
Yes, I did. It was terrible, and she should feel bad. Anyway.
Oh my god. Doing a Hangout art stream on YouTube on Friday. And second, I finally got episode 2 of season 4 of The Edge Adventures finally out. So if y'all want to check that out, but you can find my channel and stuff like that. So yay.
All right, thank you all again for coming out here. Look forward to the Rise of Skywalker review in the next couple of days, assuming I can get through it. I mean, I'm off to a good start. 20 minutes of it are edited, and those are the hardest parts because there's the intro beginning where I have to use lots of video clips and stuff, but we're getting there. I have collected all the comic panels. Now begins the slog. We'll see you next week for the Elite Four of Pokemon Super Gold 97. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a good night.
Bye.
Good night.